This is everything that I want, hell, everything that we need in Spider-Man 4 for the MCU. Spider-Man is my favorite fictional character of all time, and I really just want to see his movies be peak. And I think I got some pretty good ideas for this fourth film. First and foremost, the slam dunk choices. We need Lord and Miller involved in the creative process some way, somehow. They just understand Spider-Man, and I trust them. And after the multiversal shenanigans from Spider-Man No Way Home, they left Peter Parker in a perfect position to pick up the pieces. I didn't mean to do that. And mold him into the Spider-Man that we all know and love. He pretty much just lost everything and everyone that he loved. And I really want this movie to be a deep character study on Peter Parker in the MCU currently, and what that means for his version of Spider-Man and how he goes about his day-to-day, and really what being Spider-Man truly means to this version of Peter. I really want them to Spider-Man 2 this thing. Now, obviously not the extent of Spider-Man 2. That man was getting piled on. He's living my real life, but I really want that sincerity and care and heart that these movies had. But diving more into Spider-Man and what gets him out of that twin bed every morning. With all this great power comes all this great responsibility, and we always have a choice and we can always choose to do what's right. I think those are all important themes that every Spider-Man movie should have. Let's reestablish him as that friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I'd really like to see more scenes like this montage from Homecoming. I mean, really, that's what I thought made Homecoming special, was the fact that it was friendly neighborhood Spider-Man the movie. I personally don't think they should bring back Ned and MJ, at least not yet. If they even make an appearance, it should just be kind of like how Andrew Garfield used to check up on Emma Stone in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, stuff like that. Let's just say Pete's made some new friends in college, a new close friend named Harold. Ignore Timothy Chalamet, I want Dominic Sessa, and a girl named Felicia in his class that he likes. Just ask Felicia. Hi, Felicia. Oh yeah, and this needs to be his suit. This is a peak Spider-Man costume adaptation. I love it. And have it set during winter just for aesthetic purposes. Swinging scenes in the snow, come on, man. With all of that though, this is how I want the movie to open. I want to open up on a shot of Peter going to May's grave, reminding himself of why he does this and everything that he sacrificed and everyone that he's lost up to this point. I really want this gravesite to feel like home to Peter, and why he always chooses to do what's right. And then we kick off his day. At the end of No Way Home, we know he's using a police tracker on his phone to track local crimes. I need this movie to open up with him stopping Shocker, and hopefully he has a cool new costume just like this one, and have Shocker be a hired gun for a crime family. More on that in a second. But after taking down Shocker, he realizes, oh yeah, I have a life, I have other responsibilities. And then we see how hectic it goes. We get a montage of him going by his day-to-day life and really struggling with his personal life as Peter, but doing the right thing as Spider-Man and taking down like the Man Freddy crime family or something. And since he's tight with the cops now, we could get introduced to Yuri, if not Jean DeWolf, or both of them. Why not? They don't have to play big roles. I really just want this movie to be more boots on the ground level. Now, who should the main villain of the movie be? I have a couple of ideas, and you might be saying, damn, that's kind of a lot on paper, but I'm telling you, you could make it work. Similar to how Homecoming set up all these different characters, they just didn't have really big roles. I think it's finally time to have Wilson Fisk play one of the main villain roles, and I need him to be the mayor of New York City. Having Kingpin being the mayor and running crime under the table is a perfect setup. But let's introduce these other crime families like the Man Freddy, the Maggia crime family, and Hammerhead. I think it'd be dope if we introduced the power struggle between Tombstone and the Kingpin, with this Tombstone obviously taking inspiration from the big man from Spectacular Spider-Man. That shit would be tight. Then I would hint towards Silvio Manfredi being another crime boss. Not necessary though. And adapting a bit of the Devil's Reign storyline with Kingpin hiring these super villains, quote unquote. You know we're gonna get some villains for hire, so why not introduce this version of Prowler? He could be working for the Kingpin, just doing side gigs, somewhat similar to Into the Spider-Verse. But I think it's finally time for Michael Mando to be the actual main villain of this film as Scorpion. And I think we really could squeeze in the J. Jonah Jameson Scorpion storyline into this movie. Maybe these villains ain't cutting it, so maybe Kingpin's looking to enhance these super villains. And who would happily fund that? So then we finally get a proper Matt Gargan Scorpion in the MCU. And with all this crime going around, Spidey's gonna need the help of a really good lawyer. And we finally get that Spider-Man and Daredevil team up in the MCU. Now I would have this be a small portion of the movie, like Spider-Man and Daredevil going door to door, knocking on heads, trying to get answers. Some more detective espionage type stuff would be dope. And I really just want to see the Spidey going face to face with Kingpin, beating the shit out of him to get some more information on Matt Gargan, what he did to him. Probably hurt somebody, hurt some innocent people. And then Kingpin goes to jail. And we get a really dope climactic battle on a bridge between Spider-Man and Scorpion. Whew! Go crazy. And with Kingpin getting locked up again for all of his underground activities as mayor, I'm just saying it opens up room for another election with a new mayor. And then either towards the end or in a post-credit scene, we learn that Peter's got some neighbors, the Morales family, cut to black. And I would call it Spider-Man Homesick. Nah, I'm just playing. I don't really care about Homesick, but something like this. I made this graphic, by the way. Kind of dope, huh? But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And as always, like and follow if I'm out.